Isa sa mga challenging na topic sa calculus yung pag-solve ng word problems involving related rates. Now, sa pag-solve ng related rates, kailangan lang masanay kayo sa pagbabasa ng mga problems kasi may pattern kayo na dapat mapansin kapag nag-solve ng related rates problem. Tulad ng ibang mga word problems sa mathematics, may mga technique para makuha nyo yung sagot sa mga word problems na kagaya nitong mga related rates problem. So, pag solve ng related rates problem, kailangan hahanapin nyo yung given equation. So, lagi may given equation sa related rates problem. Tapos, meron ding given rates. At yung given rates na yon laging denoted ng yung first derivative or yung velocity or rate of change ng isang bagay dun sa word problem. Tapos, yung ano ba yung hinahanap nyo? So, yun yung mga kailangan yung tingnan kapag nag-solve at nagbabasa ng word problems involving related rates. The given equation, the given rates, at saka what you need to find. Tapos minsan, yung given equation, medyo hindi siya given explicitly. Kailangan alam nyo yung ibang mga formula sa geometry na involved doon sa problem. At mapapansin nyo yun sa mga given examples na gagamitin ko. So kaya yung pang-apat kong tip is you need to know your geometric formula. Kasi minsan may mga problems na hindi binibigay yung formula o yung given equation. Kailangan alam nyo yung given equation or yung formula that is applicable doon sa word problem. Na itong example na to, gagamitin natin itong tatlong techniques na to at hahanapin natin silang tatlo para mag-solve ng related rates problem. Example nito, let's say, suppose x and y are both differentiable functions of t and are related by the equations y equals x squared plus 3. Find dy over dt when x equals 1, given that dx over dt is equal to 2 when x is equal to 1. So usually kapag binibigyan tayo ng related rates na problem, lagi tayong may dalawang variables na kasama dun sa problems. Yun nga yung definition ng related rates. Finding the rates of change of two or more related variables that are changing with respect to time. At ito yung i-apply natin dito sa problem na to. So una, hanapin natin yung given equation. So madali lang yan kasi yung given equation mo, ayan, very obvious, y equals x squared plus 3. So isulat nyo yung given equation, tapos yung given rate. At ang given rate dito is yung dy over dt when x is equal, ang given rate dito is dx over dt when x is equal to 1. So, yung rate of change nyo daw sa variable na x ay equal to 2 when x is equal to 1. So, yun yung given rate. Tapos, what you need to find is yung dy over dt or yung derivative ng y with respect to time when x is equal to 1. So, ito yung setup ko para sa pag-solve ng related rates problem. Now, tanong dyan, paano mo isosolve ngayon siya? So, ano ngayon yung dy over dt mo o yung derivative of y mo with respect to time kapag ginamit mo tong mga equations na given? So, ito uli yung summary ng mga gagamitin natin sa pag-solve ng word problems. Sa solution mo, gagamitin mo first yung equation and then ang first step mo is kunin mo lagi yung derivative ng both sides. So, derivative ng y with respect to t, derivative ng x squared plus 3 with respect to t or with respect to time. Kaya meron akong ditong d over dt times y equals derivative of x squared with respect to t at saka derivative of 3 with respect to t. So, yan yung equation na kailangan yung ayusin. So, yung first step, kunin nyo yung derivative of both sides with respect to t or time. So, derivative ng y, parang implicit differentiation since nagde-derive kayo ng variable na y with respect to another variable which is t, ang magiging sagot niya dyan is 1 dy over dt. Tapos itong sa x squared naman, since implicit differentiation din yan, ang gagawin nyo, kunin nyo yung derivative ng x squared which is 2x times dx over dt. So, wag nyo kalilimutan yung notation na to kasi ibig sabihin yan, kunuhan nyo yung derivative ng function na x with respect to t. Tapos itong 3, constant yan, kaya 0 lang. So, ito ngayon yung derivatives nyo at ang kailangan nyo lang gawin is i-substitute yung mga values nitong values nito dun sa given problem. So, you have dy over dt is equal to 2x times dx over dt. So, nilinis ko lang siya mula dito sa equation na to para mas clear sa inyo kung paano ko kinuha yung equation na to. Now, itong equation na to ang magsasagot dun sa related rates problem natin. Kasi ang hinahanap natin, kung matatandaan nyo dun sa word problem, is dy over dt. So, paghanap ng dy over dt, substitute nyo lang yung mga given information doon sa word problem. Tulad ng yung given rate, which is dx over dt equals 2, meron tayo dito dx over dt, tapos yung x nyo is equal to 1, so, i-substitute nyo lang, and then dy over dt. So, mahahanap na natin yung dy over dt. Substitution, you have 2, x is 1, dx over dt, or derivative of x with respect to time na given dun sa word problem, which is equal to 2, multiply them out. Therefore, yung dy over dt nyo is equal to 4. So, ito yung first example natin sa related rates. Kailangan nyo lang, ito yung yung susi nyo, yung pattern nyo para makapag-solve kayo ng related rates problem. So, it takes practice para ma-master yung pag-solve ng related rates. At iba-ibang word problem, iba-iba ng approach. Pero isa yung pare-pareha sa kanila. Itong tatlong to. Hanapin nyo equation, hanapin nyo yung given rate, at saka dapat alam nyo kung ano yung sinusolve ninyo. Itong word problem na to medyo mahaba at related rate problem din yan. So ito medyo komplikado dun sa, mas komplikado kaysa dun sa nauna. Kasi yung nauna medyo direct yon. Gusto ko lang kasi malaman nyo yung tatlong steps na kailangan nyo gawin bago kayo mag-solve ng related rates problem. So i-apply natin yung tatlong yun dito sa word problem na to. At ang word problem na to, sabi dito, Chris dropped a pebble into a pond causing ripples in form of 8 concentric circles. The radius r of the outer ripple is increasing at a constant rate of 1 foot per second when the radius is 4 feet. At what rate is the total area of the disturbed water changing? So, unang-una, kailangan naiintindihan nyo yung word problem. So, dito, water problem siya, ripple effect. Nag-form daw yung ripple ng concentric circles kasi, syempre naman, wala namang ripple na square or star shape, so lagi siyang circle. Tapos increasing daw siya at a constant rate of 1 foot per second. Tapos may given kang radius na 4 feet. Ang tinatanong dito is the total area or yung rate ng total area ng concentric circle na nabuo doon sa paghagis nyo ng bato doon sa tubig. So, i-organize ulit natin yung mga problem, yung mga given natin. So, meron tayong given equation, area of a circle, yun yung given. So, tulad na sinabi ko, minsan hindi given yung equation explicitly, minsan kailangan alamin nyo yung formula na gagamitin. At since concentric circles, at nakita nyo dito is area, ang hanapin nyo is area ng circle. So, hanapin nyo lang yung pattern dun sa word problem. So, ang area ng circle, alam natin yan sa geometry, which is pi r squared. So, uulitin ko, itong area na to, hindi explicitly given sa word problem. Kailangan alam nyo kung ano yung equation na kailangan yung gamitin dito sa word problem. Tapos yung given rate, nandito yung given rate, it's increasing at constant rate of 1 foot per second. So, dr over dt siya kasi yun yung given radius. So, rate of change ng radius to with respect to time, which is equal to 1. Tapos, ang kailangan daw natin hanapin is yung rate of change ng area with respect to time when r is equal to 4. So, since na-set up na natin yung mga kailangan natin, isolve na natin yung related rate problem. So, una, yung formula, and then, second step, kunin nyo yung derivative ng both sides with respect to t. So, meron akong derivative of a with respect to t, at saka derivative nitong pi r squared with respect to t. Now, dapat nyo tandaan na yung pi, ito ang common error, ang pi ay constant. At kapag sinabi kong constant, meron siyang kaakibat na real number, hindi siya variable. So, wag kayo masyadong ma-intimidate kapag nakakita kayo ng pi or e doon sa word problem. Constant lang siya. At pagka constant, sineset aside na lang natin yan pagka kinukuha natin yung derivative. So, yun yung dapat nyo tandaan. So, derivative ng a with respect to t is dA over dt. Again, implicit differentiation. Tapos yung pi, since constant siya, sinet aside ko siya, kukunin ko na lang is yung derivative ng r squared. Kaya sinulat na d of derivative of r squared with respect to t. So I have 2r here. Tapos, siyempre, kailangan ko isulat yung dr over dt kasi magkaiba sila ng variable. So ito yung derivative ko ng both sides. dA over dt is equal to 2 pi r dr over dt. So, iyan, substitution na lang ulit. Hinahanap natin si dA, derivative of a with respect to t. Lumabas siya dun sa step natin, kaya ang aalalahanin na lang natin is pag-substitute ng mga given dun sa word problems tulad ng r at saka dr over dt, which is equal to 1. So, 1, 4, 2 pi. Gamit na lang kayo ng calculator. So, meron kayong 8 pi. So, minsan pwedeng 8 pi, minsan kailangan nyo i-multiply yung 8 sa 3.14. So, therefore, yung dA over dt natin, na-solve na natin. Yun yung hinihingi. At what rate is the total area of the disturbed water changing? So, nag-iiba-iba daw yung bilog or syempre, pag yung ripple effect, nakakita na naman kayo nun, palaki ng palaki yung bilog at ito yung rate of change niya. Yan yung ganyang bilis yung pagbago-bago no, or paglaki ng bilog dun sa tubig. So, when R is equal to 4, the area of the disturbed water is changing at a rate of 8 pi feet per second. So, yan yung related rates natin or solution natin sa related rates. Itong third example ko naman, inflating balloon. So, itong inflating balloon problem ko, Maria is inflating a spherical balloon at a rate of 4.5 cubic feet per minute. Find the rate of change of the radius when the radius is 2 feet. So, ang clue nyo dyan, kanina, concentric circle. So, hinahanap doon syempre area. Dito naman, ang second clue nyo, sphere. Kasi ang balloon, sphere yan. So, alalahan nyo kapag calculus, minsan gumagamit tayo, or kadalasan, ang ginagamit natin na geometric shape is 3-dimensional. So, again, hindi given yung equation explicitly. So, kailangan alam nyo yung formula ng volume ng sphere. At ba't ko alam na volume ng sphere ang kailangan? Kasi nakalagay dito, cubic feet. Alam naman natin yung volume pagka pinigay siya sa problem na lagi siyang cubic or yung unit measurement niya is cubic. Tapos, syempre, pag area is squared. So, dapat alam nyo yun. So, ang equation natin, ang rate natin, at saka yung ano yung kailangan hanapin. To organize nyo uli yung word problem nyo. So, yun yung technique na paulit-ulit kong uulitin kasi yung word problems na relate na tulad nito, kailangan lang alam nyo kung paano mag-organize ng word problem. So again, yung equation, volume of a sphere, at ang volume ng sphere is V equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Tapos, ang given natin dito is yung rate of change, 4.5 daw cubic feet per minute. So, yun yung dV over dt natin. So, yung volume ng sphere, 4.5. At kailangan natin hanapin is rate of change ng radius. Kaya, dr over dt equals something when r is equal to 2. So, ngayon na organize na natin yung mga kailangan natin, isolve na natin yung related rates problem. So, again, kunin nyo yung derivative ng both sides with respect to time. So, d over dt lagi. So, meron akong d over dt sa v, d over dt sa 4, 3 pi, r squared, and then, kunin ko lang yung derivative ng kaliwa, kunin ko yung derivative ng kanan. So, yung sa kaliwa, derivative ng v with respect to t is just 1 dv over dt, kasi variable yan, implicit differentiation. And then, yung mga constant dito na pampagulo, ihiwalay ko para makita ko na ang kailangan ko lang naman talagang kunin ng derivative is yung r. Hindi naman kailangan ito kasi constant yan. So, mapapansin nyo, nakaka-intimidate, isolve yung derivative niyan. Pero pagka kinlear nyo siya, mas madali na. So, syempre, derivative ng r cubed, 3r squared, dr over dt. So, ito ngayon yung mga solutions natin. Copy, derivative nito is 3r squared, dr over dt. So, yan yung equation natin. Lilinisin ko lang ulit. Meron akong dv over 4 pi r squared, dr over dt. So, kinancel ko itong 3 kasi gusto ko siyang isimplify. Now, ang question dito ay sinahanap nyo ngayon is rate of change ng radius with respect to time. So, ito ngayon yung hahanapin nyo, hindi itong dv over dt. Kasi ang mapapansin nyo, given yung dv over dt. So, substitute nyo lang ulit. dv over dt is 4.5, 4 pi, and then yung r squared, r is 2, tapos dr over dt. Yun yung hinahanap. So, algebra na lang to. Dapat alam nyo na kung paano to i-simplify. So, minultiply out ko siya. naging 4, 16, 16 pi, and I need to have dr over dt by itself. So I need to divide both of them by 16 pi. So yan, 16 pi ko. So 4.5 over 16 pi, yun yung dr over dt ko na hinahanap dun sa word problem. Therefore, using a calculator, ang dr over dt nyo is 0.090. Now, pwedeng ito ang sagot nyo, pwedeng ito rin yung sagot nyo. So, depende sa pagsusulat nyo. So, both yan, parehas lang yan. I mean, parehas na tama. So, yung conclusion ko, Maria's balloon being inflated with a radius of 2 feet is expanding at a rate of 0.090 feet per minute. So, yan yung rate of change ko.